as always, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome our good friend and chairman of Century 21, Charles Tarbey, to help break down the current housing market trends and to give us some advice on how we can benefit most. Charles, great to have you here.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay, we've just had the election. Everybody seems to go into panic mode just before an election.
Yep.
It's all calmed down now. What's the result?
It's been fantastic in the sense that there's been no change, and I think that's what really is the important thing. People wake up the next morning, nothing's changed. They don't have to make any changes to any of their properties, and the most important part of that change is the clearance rates absolutely through the roof in this last weekend compared to what they've been like in the last few weeks, but also even higher than this time last year.
Yeah, it seems so much panic for not a lot of change. Selling properties, there's some red flags. What should we be looking for if we're currently ready to sell our property?
I think a lot of people make the mistake of looking around and seeing perception, and they see a lot of for sale signs and a lot of social media work, and they think that there's a successful real estate practitioner. We've spoken about this before. Sold signs. Look for the agents got the results, not the agents that actually look like they have the results. Very, very different story.
I've been spreading that word. That is really, really good advice. Obviously, having an agent to guide us through the whole process is really great, but what should we be looking out for our agents?
It's if you are selling and buying, and you've got to be doing that in the same marketplace. This is a big mistake a lot of people made, and I always raise that as an incredibly big red flag. If you're going to be selling, to buy somewhere, don't hesitate. Markets are generally relative at the same time. So make sure that if you are going to be selling, that you're going to be buying, that you do that right now, not wait and hope you're going to get a bargain because you're hearing all of these stories. They talked about the market crashing by up to 50%. Now, that hasn't happened, nowhere near it. So you've just got to be very, very careful.
I always feel calmer about things in real estate when you're here in the studio. Let's look at Century 21 team, because they're a fantastic team, and you do things a little bit differently, don't you?
Look, it is a global organisation, and we have the power of that. A lot of expat Aussies live around the world. They have access to our data in real time. When you list your property for sale with C21, it goes global immediately in 16 different languages. So people, the moment they log on, as soon as it recognises their internet protocol address, it knows what language to put it in. So you can be looking at property in Australia in all of these different languages. That's quite spectacular.
Yeah, that is really good technology. Now, last time you were in, you showed some really amazing properties, and you've had a great response to that. But you've got some new ones for this month. Let's have a look
always
around
good to
Australia.
Get great properties. Thornley, WA. That's an area that really it took a real belting when the market changed in WA, and that's a great place to invest in. Their good area for investors to get into. So I like that spot. I'd also look at Curra in Queensland. That area there up near Gympie, through those areas, is really quite a growth area, and a lot of people don't know that, but they need to get up and have a good look. Our office there is growing quite significantly. Same as on the Sunshine Coast, the next property we're looking at. That area is an area we've touted for a long time as being the place to invest in. Own airport infrastructure, a lot happening there. Kogarah Bay in New South Wales, again, you're near the airport, near the city. You've got everything around you, great lifestyle without all of the noise of the aircraft because they go somewhere else generally. That's the thing I found.
Good point.
South Australia, this area on the bay, Taparoo, you've got Glenelg, Henley Beach, you've got these beautiful development areas there, restaurants, scene, the whole thing, and where else can you buy a property close to the water for the prices that they sell in South Australia?
And then on into Victoria as well.
In Victoria, great little spot, southeast of Melbourne, just near Murrumbeena, near Caulfield, those areas, fantastic property, fantastic growth area as well.
And I love the advice that you give, but your whole team is there ready to help. If we need advice, we can just pop in to our local C21 and get the best advice.
And they can pick up a wonderful Home Beautiful magazine and have a good look there too.
Thanks so much, Charles. All you need to do is head online, c21.com.au, or head into your local branch.